Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I filmed fall Get Ready with me. With a change of seasons comes a change in makeup and wardrobe, maybe what you're eating or drinking. So I thought I would just film this look as we transition into this beautiful season. So if you like it, continue to watch and I'll see you on the other side. So I will start by prepping my skin with Embryolisse. This stuff's amazing. This is the sensitive one only because the regular one wasn't sold out at the drugstore, but the sensitive one's really nice. The consistency is pretty watery. And if you haven't heard of this stuff, it can be used as a makeup primer, a moisturizer, or a face mask. So it's really multi-use, which is amazing. But today I'm going to use it to prep my skin as a primer. It's always fun to kind of give yourself a face massage. So for foundation, just going to use GRWM. I'm shade 5.75. This is Luminous Silk. The best foundation in the world. I'm going to apply it to the back of my hand, and then I'm going to apply it to this contour Sephora brush number 75. So I'm just going to pat this in all over my skin. Concealer. I'm going to go in with the Ancient. God, I hope not. I'm going to go in with the Instant Age Rewind eraser from Maybelline. A couple twirls. I'm shade 150 in Neutralizer. So I'm going to bring that underneath my eye. I'm not going up too high underneath my eye because I'm trying to avoid the fine lines and wrinkles that seem to have appeared over the last few years. So I'm going to bring it to the hollows. And then around my nose. And then suck in my cheeks. Just apply a little underneath my cheekbones. And then a little discoloration in my chin. And then I'm going to brighten my K-zone slightly. Okay. Beauty blender, taking the fat side. That was me. I'm taking the round, curvy side. I'm leaving the under eyes to last just because I want the concealer to get a little more tacky. And it's just going to give me a little more coverage. More please.
A few moments later.
I'm going to go in with my NYX Wonder Stick. I'm in shade medium tan. It's like a double-ended contour highlight stick, cream. It's really cool actually. Okay, sucking in my cheeks. And Charlotte Tilbury says I'm going to follow the hollow. But I'm not going to bring this product all the way down. I don't want my face to feel like it's like falling. Forehead. Kind of like a little sun at the temple. Chin. And nose. Okay, this will be fun. A little crooked, but so is my nose, so we're just gonna go with it. I'm actually gonna bring it underneath here too on my nostrils. Actually, I'm gonna go back with that contour brush. I'm not gonna take the product off. This way it's just gonna have that little bit of foundation to diffuse. Nose contour is hard. Like, there is a fine line between doing too much, where you end up just looking like you have this huge snodge. Huge snoz. Sometimes you can do too much where you have this huge nose and that's exactly what you don't want. You want like that cute little nose. And then there's other times when you just blend off the project completely that it just defeats the purpose. So just being really mindful to softly blend that out. Okay, I'm gonna set my face with this MAC Studio Fix. It is super high pigmented. It's like a foundation powder. I'm in C3. It's really a yellow shade. You could very easily set your face with like a translucent or Mercier powder, but this will just kind of really complete the flawless complexion look I'm going for. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury FILMSTAR Bronze and Glow in the darker shade. Obviously I use it a lot. Again, follow the hollow. And I'm just going over and setting that cream contour. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Sculpt brush. Again, this is a really nice shape for getting all the different angles in the face. Okay, going over the contour now. And then I go to bronzer. I'm going to use the Chocolate Soleil bronzing powder from Too Faced. This stuff is like very matte. It's a really neutral to cooler shade of brown, which I like because it's not too orange. Using my Hourglass double-ended veil brush. And start my forehead. Because I find I have enough real estate up here that I can kind of get some of that excess product off, and then I'm going to bring it down. And the reason why I start up here and bring it down in my head is because more product will be dispersed up here, which is fine because the forehead can usually be forgiving. And then just the softest amount down here and at the lowest end because I don't want my face again to fall. And whatever excess I have, bring it to my chin, across my nose. I'm going to go in now with blush. I'm going to use my Sephora powder brush. There's no number on this one. And I'm going to use MAC Melba, which is like a really pretty matte peachy kind of blush. Man, blush just makes you feel alive. It's like my favorite product. So just on like the apple on my cheek, this shade's a little more pinky. So I just went in with Melba, and this one was a little slightly pinker. It's more Mercier shade Rosé. And then I'm changing my brush to more of an angled brush. This one's from like Mary Kay from when I was like 10. And then I'm just going to go back in with that veil brush that had the bronzer on it, and just soften it out. Okay, I'm going to start my brows. I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. This spoolie double-ended one, I don't know what number it is, if it's 12 or 14, but I'm going to brush my brows down. And then with this random eyebrow pencil I got in shade Taupe, I'm just going to draw. So I don't like my brows to be too crazy. I feel like if I go too dark with my brows, I feel like it puts me down, and then my nose looks too big, or I look really masculine with a dark brow. So this shade is Taupe, and I never go right over to the corner. I just always kind of start midway. I'm just going to shape up my brow. And fill it in. Down with my spoolie, I'm going to brush my hairs up. Try to soften the edges of that pencil. Then I'm just going to use the other end with my powder. So the Beverly Hills Duo Brow Powder Duo. This is shade Blonde. I'm just kind of going soften the brow, or gel, just to set them. Okay, so for the eyes, so I'm gonna go in with my MAC paint pot. This is in this shade Soft Ochre. It's like a really yellow tone, very neutral base shade. And then with my finger, I'm just gonna apply it all over my lid, crease up to my brow bone. Okay, I'm gonna go back with my MAC Studio Fix. And I'm just gonna press over a slight dusting of powder on my eyelid. So it's just making me a base. Should be like the same shade-ish as my face. And now I can move on to eyes. So I'm gonna do like a really soft, I'm gonna use my bronzer as like the crease shade, and then I'm gonna try to blend it out a little bit just with really neutral. So keeping the color palette to just this kind of cooler brown matte. I'm also going to use my Teddy Bear Too Faced palette, which is really cute. I'm going to go in with Teddy Bear, so cute. So it's kind of a yellowy brown shade, so that's going to be my transition shade. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to start in the crease. So I was just using like this BH Cosmetics little dome brush. It's number 8, and then I'm gonna blend it out with this BH Cosmetics number 2 brush. Windshield wiper motions, softening the edges, and then bringing it to the corner outer of my eye. And then I'm gonna flip the brush so that it's pointing up, and this should just diffuse some of the product a little higher. That little dome brush is really going to pack the pigment, and then this brush is just going to soften the edges. Okay, I'm going to go now with my bronzer. I love using bronzer as like an eyeshadow. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Cosmetics smudge brush. It's just going to be a little more precise than that BH Cosmetics one. It's very similar, you could easily use that one. But I'm going to try to be a little more precise in my crease. And then the outer corner of my eye. Try to soften that. This color is just a little darker. Smudging brush. I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics. Clearly I bought a BH Cosmetics eye brush line. BH Cosmetics number 9. I'm going to go on with this, actually I'm going to go back to my MAC Studio Fix. And then just apply this to the brow bone. And my lid. Just the inner corner and about halfway through. And then I'm going to blend this teddy bear shade on the other half. That looks good. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye.
Moments later.
I'm going to bring that teddy bear shade. I'm going to tap it with that smudge brush, with that e.l.f. one. And then tap it into my bronzer as well. Just kind of dual shades, wipe off some excess. And then just bring it slightly underneath my eye. And not all the way, just halfway. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm just using the Revlon lash curler. I'm going to apply L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. The curved brush, and the shade is black brown. So I don't like a full black mascara on myself, just because I find might be a little harsh, and since we're doing like a fall chocolatey makeup, the brown looks a lot better with it. I don't think I'm going to do my bottom lash. I'm just going to leave it at the top. So like I said, this is kind of my fall makeup, and this is where we're going to go into more of a brown. I'm going to use my Makeup Forever lip pencil in the shade Anywhere Caffeine. So I'm just going to line my lips. Really pigmented and creamy, this thing's amazing. And then I'm also going to bring it in slightly to kind of fill my lip. Then I go in with Patrick She's Bold pencil, and this one's a little deeper, and I'm going to apply this on the outside. So my lips are pretty saturated with that Anywhere Caffeine. And then on the outside, looking good. I'm just going to bring a little more in the center. Okay. I'm going to use a little highlight. I'm going to go back in with my Charlotte Tilbury Sculpt Brush, now in the highlight shade. Just brush it on my nose, a little on the bridge, a little bit on the top of the cheekbone. Last and final step, setting spray, Urban Decay. Oh my god, I think I just ruined my makeup. Just kidding, it's just a little chalky in places. Dry. Okay, so this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this makeup, please give me a like and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video.